interesting enough to be interviewed by myself.
Yeah, but that's okay. Let me see. Hey guys, it's connecting to YouTube. It's setting up my meeting, and it says we are live.
Interesting enough to be interviewed by myself.
Yes, we're live on YouTube. Welcome to Experience the Leap with Lachelle. Look, it's connecting to YouTube. It's setting up my meeting, and it says we are live. Thank you guys for joining us on Experience the Leap with Lachelle. Today we have with us the ladies of the Roundtable. We are waiting for some of them to join in with us, and right now we have my sister, Misty. Misty is better known as, oh, okay. All right, guys, hold on just a second as we get technical difficulties out of the way. We got Sophia with us. I'm gonna give Sophia some light.
Miss Diva.
There's Diva. Hey, Diva.
Hey y'all.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Experience the Leap.
Hi. Oh yeah, we live. Okay, I had to finish
We
my
are
blue apron.
live.
Yes, I had to finish my blue apron, girl. Blue apron night.
Oh, you're looking marvelous.
Yes.
She's extra, like we know her to be.
Hello, Sophia. Hello, Misty.
Hello, Diva.
All right, ladies. I was going to wait until more people come on, but again, welcome to Experience the Leap. We have with us the ladies of the round table. I have already introduced you to Misty. She goes by, oh, okay. And we have Sophia, who goes by That Smile. And we have Shanika, who goes by Diva. So guys, while you are on live, go ahead and introduce yourself, Misty. Tell us a little bit about you and what it is that you do on a daily basis.
Hello, everyone. So like Lachelle said, my name is Misty, and I go by OOK and the Ladies of the Roundtable. On a daily basis, I am active duty Air Force, coming up on 19 years this August. So
awesome.
Looking forward to next year, if that's in the Lord's plan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Will that do, or you want me to tell how long I've been smoking and stuff? Or
go ahead and tell us how long you've been smoking, and tell us what is one of your favorite cigars.
Okay. So I've been smoking going on about 3 years now. And my palate is pretty eclectic at this point. So I do like that. I did start off on infused sticks, Cuba. Acid Cuba was my first stick, but like I said, I've expanded my palate so I can smoke just about anything. One of my go-to sticks is Fat Bottom Betty.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stick a lot.
That one, I think with the Fat Bottom Betty and the Sweet Janes, they have a good balance between flavor when you want sweet and when you want tobacco. You get a great infused stick and you don't taste actually the infusion or whatever they're trying to flavor it with.
It's a good stick.
It is a good stick. I must say, I think I started off with the Cubas too. And my palate has also developed and is very diverse. So who we have up next? Let's go, Sophia. Tell us about yourself. Bring yourself up closer to your computer.
I hope you guys can see me. I am Sophia, like Michelle mentioned. I am a lady of the round table, and I'm smoking tonight my Monte Cristo Platinum Series. My go-to stick, I would say right now, the Superfly. That is my favorite stick. I love that stick. And I think like most of us started on the acid stick as well, something infused, and then started to graduate from there. Day to day, I work for a staffing company here in Richmond. So getting ready for when we all get to be back out into the world again and seeing just how many people are looking to change jobs. So if you need to, I'm your girl. Come and check me out. Looking forward to the conversation tonight. So enjoy. Experience the Elite with the show.
Thank you, Sophia. I really appreciate it. That was great. And we have next, Shanika the Diva. Come on in the room.
Hey y'all, so I'm Diva, they call me, but I'm also an event coordinator here in Hampton Roads. I also work for a mega church, which is called The Mount, and I am an event specialist. There we are about to have an event center open in the Hampton Roads. Let me see, I've been smoking for 12 years now. Right now, today I'm smoking my Cohiba Royale.
Ooh, I have not had that one yet.
A little peppery, but it starts off that way, but it goes away after.
Okay.
But my go-to, everybody knows, is my Monte Cristo Espada. I'm like, I gotta refill because I'm smoked out. I done smoked all of them.
Oh, you out?
But those are my like go-to. What else?
Tell us what you do on a day-to-day basis. Tell everybody about your wonderful, wonderful event planning business.
I'm more now into just coordinating. When I first started, I was doing decorating. Now I'm trying to pull my business into just coordinating the events and then hire co-contract other vendors to come in because I just do not have the time to decorate and coordinate. It takes a lot on you when you're already planning and coordinating for like 6 or a year with the bride. And then you still have to decorate too. No, that's too much. So I know my biggest wedding I did last year was for 600. She's about to have her 1-year anniversary on Monday. So we're excited about that. But right now it's just I'm just enjoying my relaxed time and not really being so stressful on events because everything is kind of really shut down. So I'm taking that time out for me. Anybody knows me, I have anxiety and stressful when it comes to events, but it's good anxiety, you know? I love what I do, but I want to make sure it's right. And at the end of the day, it's my brand. So when people come in and stuff is not organized, even when I go to people's events, my mind is like I'm supposed to be off, but really my mind is I'm still working. I'm like this. Who's the coordinator?
I feel you on that. I'm the same way.
You're not really trying to be judgmental and stuff because every coordinator, every planner, every decorator does things different. Trust me, when you're somewhere else being a guest, you still working.
Yes, I understand the same thing. That's why a lot of times I don't take my camera with me because I'm like, I ain't trying to work. I'm a guest. I'm a guest. I want to enjoy myself. But then again, I see images in my head. I was like, oh, that would be a great image. Oh man, that expression or whatever, head's always going. So right. I feel you on that. But
right now, I'm just enjoying my me time. I need this time because I know when we get back, it's a different ball game. Once we start doing our marketing and about the center or booking, and we start showing pictures, it's a different ball game.
Exactly.
So I'm taking this all in.
So right now you're decorating your patio in your backyard.
Yes. Right now I'm getting my deck. Funk sway together. But my patio set is about to be set. I got I think the last package supposed to come in tomorrow. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited too because we can't wait to come and visit with you.
Yes.
And have a round table discussion right there.
Yes, I got all the shade. You see all these trees in the back? Ain't no sun heat. You ain't even gotta worry about no umbrella.
That is awesome. So how was your day? How are you doing today? Anybody?
I'm good.
I really did want to talk about the climate of our nation right now, but because it is the talk of the town, just share with our viewers what you are going through and how you feel as an individual about the Black Lives Matter movement and what's the young man's name? George Floyd and that whole situation. Anybody? Just jump in.
You want to go, Sophia?
I got it. As far as it has really unsettled me, I can honestly say I never had a time that I recall in my life of being fearful of where I live and what's going on around me. But I think I would be not being honest if I did not acknowledge that it's been some fear, especially knowing that I have a son and he's young. He is not doing the best as far as making decisions in reference to authority. And so that's scary for a mom, no matter how much you talk to them. But I pray that we get out the boat and start making some changes and really seeing the fruits of our labors with all of those folks that are protesting right now.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Me having 3 boys, and I'm having one who just completed the academy. Let's give him a hand. My son Jamal, yay! He is gone into the police department, actually for a prominent school here in Virginia. I'm very proud of him. He graduated from Radford University with a degree in criminal justice. So I'm very proud of him, but I feel for him even as a Black man in today's world and as a police officer. So when I knew this was the thing that he wanted to do with his life, I had to give it to God. And I was like, God gives us all callings and giftings, and this is what he placed in his heart to do. So I respect that. Even before that, he was a volunteer fireman with our county, and I was hesitant about that. Again, I had to pray. Because I can't be sitting up every night worrying about him, because he can get up like in the middle. That thing goes off and wakes up the whole house. And I had to get used to that there was some type of emergency going on, a car accident or a fire. He had to be there. So not just him, but my oldest son as well was a graduate with ECPI, I think. Yeah, and he graduated with a criminal justice degree, but he decided not to follow through with that career, because when the Black Lives Matter started the first time, it broke him. He just could not handle what was going on, and he's like, nope, I'm not going to go further with that. And he would like to continue with the fire department. So I'm praying to God that he would continue with that. But in the meantime, he's working a full-time 9-to-5 job like the rest of us. But I pray to God that he doesn't get complacent and go and fulfill the dreams that he had for himself. Because it's so easy to get complacent, and I really don't want him to do that. And my youngest son, he's a teacher, teaching music at his alma mater. So I fear for them all. And not only that, but all Black men in my family, or all the men in my family, as well as the men that are Black brothers. Yeah, but I got very overwhelmed on yesterday, because was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, because yesterday and the day before yesterday, reading all the news that was going on, listening to the press conferences and everything. It really vexed me, and I was like, you know what? My head was spinning after that. My heart, I was just weighed down very much. So I'm better today, but it's something that we have to look at and deal with and see what we can do to improve things. That's my take on it for now. But Diva, I know you actually coming back from a car trip or something, you ended up running into some protesting maybe. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that was on Friday.
How you felt?
I ain't gonna lie, sure was scared. Let me tell you why I was scared. Protests can go left real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dark. You can hardly see the cops walking up and down, but it won't even them. But they had a flashlight, so I can see where they are.
Mm-hmm.
You got people stopping, but they're running up and down your car. They're yelling. I don't know where everybody coming from. What the hell going on? I don't play that because I don't want to be the person in the middle. Because there's people that's been hurt in the middle of a protest that ain't even had nothing to do with it. They just damn near driving down the damn street.
Right.
But tear gas, that stuff can come through your car. I don't want to be, I was trying to head home, okay? I wasn't even ready for that. I knew what time it was getting ready to start, but I didn't know that was going on all night. This was like 9 o'clock when this happened. So yeah, I was a little frightened. I had to call my mom. When I get scared, or when I get overwhelmed, when I want to cuss somebody out, when I know I don't need to go there, my mother is the one I call to pray over me.
Right.
Let it go. You gonna be all right. Just get home. He gonna get you home. Well, with my boyfriend, he gonna get you home. Let me when you get home. But once she said to pray over me, I was good, and we got through the tunnel. I was good because they let us go through with the protesters. Because after that, they stopped both sides for an hour. I found out. But yeah, that was a little scary for me. But in my family, I think I did a post today, and I did a post today because I went. Let me see, my bishop and his son talked about it yesterday. Ooh, I'm sorry. Talked about it yesterday. I'm at a point. I don't need to debate with nobody. Whatever your opinion is, that is your opinion. Whatever my opinion, that's my opinion. If I don't want to protest, you should. You ain't gonna bet. You're not about to be mad at me. I'm not gonna be mad at you if you don't want to. That's my mindset. Because at the end of the day, God's gonna take care of this. He's fighting our battles. He's gonna take care of this.
Right.
And then also, let's say, I always look at it like this: karma is real. Karma can come any type of way. It don't have to always come directly. It does not have to come directly to you.
Mm-hmm.
It can come through family, friends. Look at Zimmerman. He ain't never been the same. Never been the same. He got DUIs, beating up girlfriend, all types of stuff. His life has never been the same.
Exactly,
I don't know if OJ did anything, but after that, his life never been the same. I just look at all types of stuff. Let's say if these people do get off. If these people do get off, their lives will never be the same. They're not going to, first of all, for you can't, that conscious, you can't live freely and know you did that. It would eat you up.
Yeah.
So God takes care of everything. That's how I look at it. And I know in my family, my grandmother is the head honcho, not just her immediate family. I'm talking about my whole Foreman family. But right now, her immediate family, we have a group message. What she says goes.
That's all.
She loves her family. She grew up in that. But right now, this protest, she said, what she sees on TV, this protest is a whole different ball game. She don't want her family hurt. All her great grandkids or grandkids, we have kids.
Right.
Y'all go out there, get hurt, who gonna take care of your kids? They got little ones. All of them don't have teenagers like my son. So y'all be still. She hit us with the Proverbs 4:1-9. That means a wisdom.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out there. We are all upset, but like again, I am not going to argue with anybody, whatever they feel, if they want to protest or not. I'm not the going back and forth person. Like, that's my opinion. That's your opinion, and we're gonna keep it moving.
So tell us about how you feel about this having a son. You know, what are your thoughts with that?
Okay, so I am blessed because I have the child. Like right now, this coronavirus, he loves it. He's to himself. He's an in-house person. He's not out there. He's definitely not me or his dad. He is to himself. All he worry about is games, and he's straight. We got some games and food in the house. He good. He doesn't worry about fashion. I never taught that to him anyways. Like, you gotta have the Jordans, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. First of all, my son is 5'8", and he wears a size 13. A regular Nike shoe still costs $100-something. So if you do want some Jordans, you don't get a job. Because these regular shoes that you wear already cost $100. Yeah, they're 13. So I'm kind of really scared for him. You know, I really am. My son is kind of out of tune of what's going on.
Okay.
And he's very emotional. That's all it takes, trauma to hit him. I took him to the African American Museum. I never knew how the museum was even built. They just like, you can start from the bottom or you can start from the top.
Oh, no, you need to start from the top. If you ever go, if you haven't
Oh, yes. If you don't want, it depends on you. It depends on you. I grew up, let me say something. I grew up, first of all, I teach my son not to hate. I want him to be aware of things, but I don't want him to, when he sees a movie, I don't want him to hate Caucasians afterwards. I do not want that in him because I grew up in a white neighborhood, all white schools. When I played sports, I was one of 3 people on the basketball track team. I couldn't have that hatred in my heart.
Right.
I can't live like that. Because then you walking around, I had all types of friends. So then you walking around, because everybody is not like that. So then you walking around with you hating. I don't want to be like that. I ain't trying to be mad with the world every day, all day. No, to be on the fence all the time, I can't. You're not even gonna live right. So I teach my son that. But I know when I took him to the museum, we said, hey, let's just start at the bottom. We didn't know that was built like that. That bottom is rough. They started how it started from the bottom, and then it works its way up. He was fine once he got to the sports floor. Right. That bottom floor traumatized him. He was crying. He's ready to go. When we watched Birth of a Nation, because I did the movie premiere here, because he's from here. Nat Parker is from here, from Norfolk, and we had the movie premiere in Norfolk, and he didn't go with me that day when we watched the movie, but I took him after. We went to go see the movie, and we see the lynchings over the trees. That trauma, it doesn't take anything with my son to traumatize him. I don't want him traumatized. I want him to understand. And after that, I still don't want him to have that hatred. Because he goes to a white school. He goes to Grassfield. Anybody knows that's the majority white. And I don't want him to be in school hating. Have that hate in him, you know. Yeah. I do want him to be aware and be wise. Don't be no fool. That's what my family taught me.
Exactly. Because that's what the first commandment is, that we love, the Lord thy God first, and then love others as we love ourselves. So yeah, I don't understand people who promote that hatred. It is just ridiculous.
Yeah, and you're not born with it, you taught it.
You're right.
Yes, exactly. Unmute yourself, baby. Y'all can unmute yourself. It's a conversation. You don't have to be muted.
I was just saying, you're not born with it, you taught it.
Yeah, exactly. Misty, what is your take?
Well, I have a complex take.
I can't.
Oh, okay. I said I've been socially aware of things virtually all my life. I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma, predominantly white. We had a mayor that separated the colored side from the white side. Of course, the colored side was smaller than the white side and all that good jazz. When I was probably 4 to the white side, like right there on the skirt. And we stayed next to this older white gentleman. And every time we would walk, we stayed right next to him. Every time we would walk on a sidewalk passing his house, he would tell us, "Go home, nigger." And we're
Wow.
sit on his front porch and say this.
That's crazy.
Crazy. One morning his house burnt down. Don't know how it happened, but the whole house burnt down. Just like the bitch. Well.
Karma is a bitch.
But then having that perspective, I moved to California. My mom moved us to California when I was 9 to a major city. We moved to Sacramento. So that was a major culture shock because we saw people we hadn't ever saw before. They're asking me, why am I talking like that? Because, country town. So why anything wrong? What are y'all talking about? Whatever. I went to I guess you could say a predominantly white high school. It was probably predominantly white a few years before I got there. By the time I got there, it was more eclectic and inclusive. And we had the biggest graduating class to date. We had 520 people that graduated in my class in 01. It was the biggest class to date for that school. It's the second oldest high school in Sacramento. So, I broadened my eyes. So when I look back on things, I thank my mom for moving out to California because had we not, we would have been stuck in that small town mentality and we wouldn't have been able to get that broader perspective had we not done that. But at the same time, being from a small town, you had that intimate relationship with your family, so we kind of didn't have that anymore. So that kind of sucked. But at the same time, I appreciate the experience that we were able to get from moving to a bigger city. So when I was in my 10th grade year, I took U.S. history, and my teacher she was a white lady, one of the best teachers, hands down. I say she taught about the Black experience, like she knew her shit. She let us watch Prize series. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that long PBS Eyes on the Prize series. It's like 10 episodes or whatever. The whole thing. So, and that's about the civil rights movement. Like she helped me to better understand what it means to be Black, even though she's a white lady, but she helped with that. So I see things from a lot of different perspectives as well. So moving to today, this was a long time coming.
You said that. It's been a long time coming.
I think it's necessary. I don't agree with everything that's occurring, but that's because people don't know their history.
Right, got you.
If they knew what our history was, they wouldn't do the things that they've been doing for the sake of self. That's what they've been doing is selfish. If we had a leader like a Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, we wouldn't be in this situation. But we don't have that. It's like every city is for themselves, if you will. Granted, we have the Black Lives Matter organization, but we don't have a clear leader that's saying, hey, do X, Y, and Z. This date, this time, you only listen to my word and you execute accordingly. Kind of like what they did with the sit-in. The sit-in and with the bus boycott. Like that was very effective.
They said the older leaders are not here anymore.
Yeah, and they're not passing it down, or we're not learning.
We're not.
They're too old to.
We think that the stuff that was done back then is not going to be effective today, when in actuality, it is if we would execute it appropriately. So, but yeah,
wow.
So
a lot. That's powerful, because I really feel that I really never thought about it that way. I didn't think that, okay, we don't have a Martin Luther King or a Malcolm X for this time, this season. That's awesome. Oh wow. We have Jax on the line on YouTube. Welcome to Experience the Leaf Patio Conversations. Jax, do you have anything that you would like to say on behalf of the social climate that's going on? We'll just wait and we'll continue talking, and if you have something to say, you just make sure you go ahead and say that in the comments, and thank you for joining us live. I was hoping more ladies of the roundtable will be with us, because I knew the conversation would go on for a good little while with the majority of us being here. I would like Sophia to please talk a little bit about the ladies of the roundtable and what the ladies of the roundtable is pretty much about.
So ladies, y'all chime in as necessary. But the ladies of the Roundtable actually is a group of ladies that allowed the idea of smoking cigars, women smoking cigars, bring us together. The organization has really been together for about a year now. We are so excited about some of the things that we've been doing, especially during this COVID time. We were able to stay in contact with each other virtually and doing Zoom meetings. I think we've had some of our best times having Zoom parties and playing games across Zoom and house party, things that we've never done before or had ever seen before. But the Ladies of the Round Table is a group of women who believe in community service, who believe in uplifting other women, who believe in encouraging each other, who believe in giving it to each other straight when we need to, who believe in supporting each other in each other's endeavors and things that we're doing even in our personal lives. It has been a way of getting together, sitting around, having a couple drinks with one, two, and smoking a good cigar and sharing thoughts. And so we were able to expand that and invite some other people see what we do when we're together and just have a good time. And so we've been grateful that our Friday night Zoom sessions have been so much fun, and it's been going on for I guess about 2 months now. But make sure if you want to release and get some things off your mind and just enjoy yourself and join us on a Friday night.
Yep. Friday nights are lit.
Friday night, 7 o'clock.
Anybody else have anything they want to say about the round table?
Pretty much summed it up, in my opinion.
I
did. Diva froze.
With an open mind and have a good time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said have an open mind and a good time. That is us. That is us. So if you are watching and during this time of COVID, we have our Cigars and Conversations on Fridays at 7 p.m. And you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and you can join. And I guess, whenever we have the Zoom, you can find that information there and get the info. What is that thing called? The Zoom meeting number and passcode. So yeah. And while I want to just shout out our sisters, I don't want to miss anybody, so I have my list. Again, we have Shanika, the diva. We have Sophia, that smile. We have Misty, okay. We have Beverly, she is Buzz Queen. Lisa, what is Lisa? Blue, she's Blue. Desi D she goes by what? Hot, H-O-T-T. We have Anita, she goes by Cigar Vixen. Mimi, and she goes by what?
Patty.
Queen Patty. Why did I know that? And then we have Sherry, who is light skin. Yes. So that is our ladies of the round table.
Oh, Ebony. What does Ebony go by?
I miss Ebony. Yes, Ebony, Miss Fit.
As well, but I don't know what she goes by.
Oh, Felice. Yes, Felice. And we forgot. I don't know. So those are the ladies of the round table. Let's see. Jax did say something. I'm trying to.
Her question is, what about Sean King? Do you think he's a vocal figure?
What about Sean King? Do you think he's a vocal figure?
So there's mixed things. I recently saw some threads that kind of discount him. That's one of those things where you have to do research, like true research, to see what a person is about. Because he's good at getting the information out, but is he leading, being the leader overall? So there could be a difference there.
Yeah, I don't follow him as much, but the things that I have seen, it just appears like he shares things rather than being a part of and doing certain things.
The front, like he's just ensuring the information is disseminated, but not necessarily leading.
Right. And which is good. I guess I need to follow him more because I really don't know much about Sean King.
He has potential. I think he has potential. I think what we have to realize is that human. We cannot continue to judge people. Y'all have a past. And so if we are looking for that leader, we have to help him become that leader. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, you can't keep holding things against people. You can throw rocks at if you live in a glass. You cannot. Black community, we eat our own. A term we use in our own. We as Black people eat our own worse than anybody else, and it's unfortunate when it comes to that type of stuff.
Right.
So.
Got you. What you smoking on, Misty?
I got an Excalibur, a Hoyo de Monterey Excalibur. Hopefully, can you see it?
Yeah, I don't think I've had that. Is that a Connecticut shade?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a mild stick. And I think, David, you said what you were smoking on, right? I'm smoking on this Oliva, which is always a good stick. I'm doing the Oliva. It always has a great burn. The flavor is always consistent all the way through the construction. You can't beat it. It's always a good stick. That's it. Sophia, what you smoking on?
I have the Monte Cristo.
You're muted.
I actually smoking the Monte Cristo Platinum Series. I'm loving it. I hadn't had this one before, so this one is the first time I've smoked this. Okay. So I'm really enjoying this. This came in my package, y'all. Remember that little kit we all remember that little kit? I think this was in there.
From cigar.com?
Yeah, from cigars.com, and I got my box and all my other stuff.
The only reason why I ain't ordered because I already have a humidor.
What'd you say, Diva?
But
the only reason, huh?
It to someone.
Who gonna get what?
Oh, what are you drinking on wine down?
I'm gonna get somebody a whole humidor, girl.
Good sticks in there.
Jack say, hey there with the Monty.
I think I just need to keep my one humidor and keep 100 sticks in there. If I get another humidor, my mind is like, fill that one up too. Oh,
fill that one up too.
How many humidors do you have?
Me?
Are they all?
No, mine's going down. I got to order some. I ordered some more, so I'm waiting for some to come in. I keep no more than. I don't really get to 100. I try to keep 50 in there. I'm good.
Oh,
I don't smoke like I used to smoke. Like I used to be a chain smoker. I spaced that out, and especially I'm with someone who don't really smoke, so I got to respect him too. And then also, ain't nowhere to go but this backyard. So if it is not nice outside, I'm not smoking.
I need to cut back. I am currently doing a detox, and but I haven't cut back on my smoking. I cut back on my coffee. I cut back on my wine. I cut back on my sweets.
Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm up here trying to do a wine cellar. We order a whole lot of wines. So what we're doing is we're tasting, see which ones we like.
Mm-hmm.
Ordering, but I'm only ordering what I like.
Right.
I don't want to order.
You don't want to waste it.
Yeah, I don't want to do like how we did, because some of them I don't really like, and I want to order when we do our next order. I want to order the wines that I really like, and I want to keep those in stock.
Everybody's frozen. Oh my goodness, what happened?
No,
I'm not
I can see y'all.
On my
Yeah, you're frozen.
Oh, you're frozen.
I don't know what's going on. This is what happens when we do stuff like this. There's always a glitch.
No, slide on over.
It will unfreeze soon.
It should be coming back around. So my question to you ladies, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the
champ is
increase?
here. The champ is here.
Yeah,
Okay, it's just me.
you're coming back. Oh, your guest host, okay, everybody you need to order some more cigars, Diva. You know the tax is about to go up.
Girl, who you telling? I told you. I thought I was tripping when I asked a question. I said, hold up. Everybody like they didn't know what I was talking about.
No, it's going up. Is it July 1?
Huh?
I think it's July 1.
Yeah.
They're doubling the tax on our cigars.
Going up to 20%.
They
Is it
tripping. They tripping. They first of all, they know we buying these mothers like going out of style. I ain't had to raise the tax up on us like that.
I wonder, what do you guys think the purpose of that is?
I look at it like, I guess it's a business thing, that's like when I first started. Yeah, I can do little discounts on certain people, but then after a while, like I'm going on 12 years in the business, there not gonna be a whole bunch of discounts. I'm gonna keep giving discounts because you're not gonna make no profit. But I don't know about the tax thing. I don't know. Because probably we're really right now, when I first started smoking, us as color, we were smoking it, but it's not like how it is now. It was not like that back 12 years ago.
What do you mean by that?
We're smoking more.
Okay.
African Americans are smoking more than Caucasians, Cubans, and everybody else. We're smoking more, and now we even opening up shops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would like the ladies to join me when I have Dr. Timothy McNeil. You guys know him. He will be with me next week on the patio for patio conversations, and he is owner of a cigar lounge in Houston. So he's going to talk a little bit about that whole ordeal about opening the lounge and all that kind of stuff, as well as a pastor or man of faith, and how that corresponds to a brother of the leaf, and what you may say or think when they see somebody of that statue smoke or drink or whatever. And I think a lot of times we don't realize that they're human too, and they are people just like we are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So he is so excited to come on next week to talk about that. He had a lot to say on the phone. I said, hold that. Save it for our conversation on next week. So he's excited. And I think we all at the last minute and joined on today to fill in for him because he was originally slated to have appear today. So we had emergency calls to conduct a funeral. And you know,
Sophia, check your phone.
you texted her.
So
So,
housekeeping.
so, ladies, what do y'all plan to do after COVID? After we get the okay, who knows when? You know, what is it that you look forward to doing when the the limitations are off?
On this porch still.
Girl, me personally, I'm ready to go back to work. Now, I'm thankful and fortunate that I still get a check and I ain't got to work. But I miss talking to the customers. I gotta just be checking my email every day. Don't be nothing up there. Because everybody knows the event center, our signature on our email, you know, everything is closed until further notice. Because we're really all event centers and bowling alleys, they're not going to be open until phase 3. We're still on phase 1. So it's going to be a while for us. But I'm ready to go back to work. I ain't even gonna lie. But right, like I said, until then, I got to keep my mind off work. I don't have no events coming up, so I'm okay. Like I said, thankful for I'm still getting paid. I was kind of more stressed about that when that happened. And then lucky our bishop was like, hey, we're still going to do, you know, we're still going to pay our staff. So I was okay. But like I said, I'm ready to go back to work. But right now, until then, I'm going to enjoy this me time. It's just off.
I'm telling you, I'm still working remotely from home, but it's still the same process. I still have to do the same things that I did when I was at work. So the only good thing about that is I can go from my bed to my computer. I'm not late every day.
But then I always wonder, like, for us, this time being out, even people who don't have to go to work and they're teleworking, are you really stress-free? You know, like my cousins in Baltimore, they're teleworking, but they work for Social Security and stuff, but they feel like they're still stressed out.
Still stressed. The same stress comes with, you know, you're still dealing with people. You're still dealing with the same stuff, even if you're not in the office. And for me, I'm looking forward to traveling. Oh my gosh. I had a couple of trips planned.
Who you telling?
Look, I have a trip coming up in October that I'm going to Paris, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm hoping that by that time, things have really kind of died down. I really want to go to Paris.
Me too. That's my birthday for next year in January. So it'll be cold, but I don't know. I don't know. We're just trying to see how things are. But I know so far we canceled our annual August because he's in cybersecurity and he goes to it's called the DEF CON, where all the hackers in the world.
Oh, wow.
Was in Vegas last August, as he called them the geeks. I was like, don't call him like that. He said, that's what we call each other as geeks. I was like, oh, okay. But you can tell, he don't look like a little geek, but they did. But it was awesome. I really got to really explore. When I first went to Vegas with my cousin, we were just straight partying. We ain't do no tour. We ain't do no sightseeing. But when I went with him, we actually enjoyed some shows. We done sightsee. We went to some restaurants. So, but that's canceled. August is done.
Vegas is a great place.
Like I said, this backyard is the whole vacation spot. Okay, because throw 2020 away. This is the movie theater. I got my whole projector jank getting ready, set that up next week. This the movie theater. This the tanning spot. We ain't got no pool, so I'm gonna be laid out in the bathing suit. This the wine festival. I'm thinking about everything that's got kids.
Yeah, we missed out on a lot this year. With what are some of the things we had planned, Sophia? We were going to
the festival in the Carolinas.
Smoking in Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina. Yeah.
Black Smoke Miami.
All this.
Seersucker.
Mm-hmm. Seersuckers and sundresses.
And it's here.
September, but
Yeah.
I feel a second wave coming. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's what my question is. So everybody is now, as of Friday, you get to go back to some of your bars and things like that with the count being up to 50.
Is
Is
anybody
anybody
really gonna move?
What you mean?
Is everybody going?
Is
what?
anybody gonna go? Are you really gonna go?
Go where?
Y'all already know me. I ain't going no fucking way. Oh, excuse me. I ain't going nowhere. I forgot we on live.
I think I must stay right where I'm at. I've been going to the lounge. I want to give a shout out to Enzo's Lounge. They've been open the entire time, but yet they kept this. We practiced safe distancing, and he had nobody over 10 people there, so it was great. Yeah.
Same thing here in him. Shout out Willie for news.
Yes.
The Burning Leaf.
Leaf in Yorktown.
Yeah.
That lawn area is everything. It's perfect.
Exactly. Definitely. I can't wait to sit down and have a conversation with Willie himself. We talked about it over a year ago, but hopefully soon, hopefully I can get there and have a conversation with him. And Mimi is about to join us. Mimi.
Hey, how are you?
How are you, Ladybug?
I'm well. I'm sorry I'm late. Today's my son's birthday.
Yes, we saw
Him.
Yes, he is a sweet 16. So getting ready for family to get come over.
Did you bake him a cake?
Well, Belle actually bought him a cake. There was no baking going on today.
Why can't we see you, Miss Mimi?
Because I look like I've been running around all day.
Yeah, but we'll take that photo.
Yeah, take this photo. Yeah.
Photo is hot.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling.
Now, while we have you here, please go ahead and introduce yourself to those who may be watching. Just tell a little bit about yourself and what type of stick that you prefer, or what is your go-to stick, what you like.
Okay, well, I am Sumi Cuckoo. My friends call me Mimi. I own Threads Embroidery and Graphics. Yay!
Doing big things. That's awesome.
Yeah, I see you out there. I see you out in them streets.
Oh, you see me, Shanika. Yes.
Doing big things.
And my go-to stick, I'm going to be honest with you. I have finally just come to grips with, I am a Drew Estates girl. I like the Ligas. I like T52. I like what is it called? The Miami. Full body is generally where I kind of live in that area. I tried a Connecticut recently, and I was like, "Ew, what? I can't do this." But yeah,
that's like a chill day smoke. That's not a
yeah. Shanika, I didn't get those earrings. Wait a minute, I didn't get earrings to match my glasses. What? Wait a minute. Sorry, Lachelle.
That is okay. We're just having a conversation. The conversation can go.
See all on my outfit.
I mean, all I see was these earrings. I mean, I got glasses like that, but I didn't get the earrings to match. I mean, you cute or whatever. You cute. Okay.
Ladies, interesting.
Anita has joined us on YouTube, and she has said, "Hey, ladies," and she said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Hey, ladies, you all look lovely," and she says she is a Drew Estate girl too. Anita,
Awesome.
if you can, Anita, come on and join the Zoom so everybody can see you and you can say the same thing. Talk.
Anita. Is what is it? Tech
She's
unsavvy.
No, on Friday she was set. Tell her this live now. I know you see me. This live. You was set Friday laying across the bed.
Right. Why you gotta put that girl business out there?
On blast.
Gonna put her on blast to YouTube land.
But you better come on in. Come on in.
Well, Mimi, while we have you here, earlier in the conversation, we talked about what's happening now with the Black Lives Matter movement and the protesting that is going on in our cities. And I just wanted to get your take on it and how you feel as a mother. You know, whatever you have to say, just share with us.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. It's normally things that go on is kind of like it's on TV and it doesn't affect me directly. But right now I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. The climate that we're in right now is crazy. You know, I've always known that there's racism and, you know, you get treated unfairly, you know, but now it just seems like everybody's just like we free. We free to say and do whatever we want to say and do with no repercussions, and it's all good. And it's scary to even think that, you know, like my youngest now is today, he's 16. You know, it's scary to just think that, you know, he could be out here, you know, and potentially be harmed just because he's dark. Like, he's literally a human, but because of the color of his skin, there is a problem. Growing up, that wasn't a real thing because I'm Nigerian. So that racist climate, that's not something that was, you know, we don't really deal with that kind of stuff. So it's not, you just work hard and you accomplish your goals. But here it's a completely different scenario. It's very scary. It's very scary. And I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for my family, my children, you know, my partner. It's disturbing. It really is. And then on top of it, you have this COVID situation and people are not taking that seriously. It's like 2020 was like, okay, yeah, bitch.
Yeah. It seems
It's
like COVID
it's not even done. We still got hurricanes coming. It's like,
right.
It's not done. We got a storm coming ready to come up the coast.
Yeah.
Can you just let us deal with the protesting today? You just had to throw the storm in there, Shanika. Thank you. Thank you.
No, I do check the news and it's gonna be nice like this tomorrow.
I think with the weather the way it is, you know.
I be trying to get on it deck.
I mean.
Hey, Anita, thank you for joining, Ladybug. Thank you.
Anita.
She all set up. She Zoom etiquette now.
I'm ready.
I see her. She looking all cute or whatever.
So, Mimi, what are you smoking on today?
Right at the moment, nothing, but I do have a Liga 9 on deck.
Ooh, number 9.
That's
I'll hold that in a minute.
Huh?
I said you can't go wrong with that stick.
You can't go wrong, especially when you know you want to enjoy your stick and you're not really trying to get those hit or miss, like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. Today I need to know that I'm going to enjoy my stick. So I have my Liga 9 on deck. When family departs, I will be going in the garage and getting it in with some Glenfiddich on the side.
9 and 52 is a go.
Yes. Anybody drinking? What y'all drinking?
Wine. Chardonnay.
I'm drinking my water.
Got my prime.
Oh, how is
that?
How is that?
Anita, how is that?
Yeah.
Those are pretty good.
Great. I got.
Oh yes. Oh,
Where'd you get it?
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple other ones.
Sam's Club got them cheaper, about $9.
That's where I got it from. No, I got it from
About
BJ.
10.
I seen those at Food Lion.
Mm-hmm.
That's what took me down last week, though. Cabernet Sauvignon.
So Anita, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I want you to
We're gonna be here about 7.
I told everybody that you go by Cigar Vixen.
Yes.
I want you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are, what it is that you do on a normal basis, and what is your go-to stick?
Wow. Okay. So my name is Anita. I go by Cigar Vixen. I live in Chesapeake, Virginia, and I've been smoking cigars, man. Let's see, I'll be 40 this year, so I guess I've been smoking cigars for 20 years.
Wow, 20?
Yeah. Yeah.
Girl,
So,
Got me beat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, I thought I was
it's
doing
kinda
something.
crazy to think about 20 years of smoking cigars. I think with the COVID, I've smoked more cigars than normal. I usually just smoke socially or when I go to cigar events or go to cigar lounges. I normally don't smoke a lot at home because I don't like smoking by myself. Sometimes that can be kind of boring, but lately I have been smoking a lot of different cigars. I've been trying a lot of new stuff. I just got restocked up, so I stocked up on a bunch of things and I'm just going through and trying to decide what it is that I want to try. But my go-to, definitely what Mimi said, is the Drew Estate. Like I love my T52, my Dirty Rat, Velvet. I love it all.
Yes.
Like those are my favorites. And,
What about the feral pig? That feral pig is like that. And then also I found a place that they call it the pancetta.
Oh, I have had that one. I can't hardly ever find it, but I have.
There's only one. No, there's 2 cigar lounges that have them. I'll give you the information. They have them.
Yeah, I actually just want to stock up on my Drew Estate line and kind of just that'll be my, I guess, inventory, and then I have a storage of other cigars, stuff that I'm willing to try. Like I haven't tried the Superfly yet, and
Good. Good. That's a good stick.
And there's another one I haven't tried yet that everybody's talking about that I want to try. But yeah, I just enjoy, being with the ladies and, having a good smoke, drinking, and just talking shit. So that's me. I work in research, and then I do a little bit of whatever, everything and anything. I'm very active in the community. Huh?
So you coach?
I coach volleyball, high school volleyball in Churchland, and so that's my biggest passion. I played sports, played volleyball in college and high school. So yeah, I coach volleyball, and I'm on the PTA, and I do a lot of community service. So yeah, that's me.
Another thing that we talked about before you joined, we talked about the social climate that we're living in right now, and how do you feel about that? Give us your take, and especially you having a young man that you under your roof. So share with us.
I kind of feel like this era of young men, my son's 13, are kind of just oblivious of what's going on in the world around them.
Yeah.
Like, he's in his own
Video
little
games.
And then when I try to expose him to the different things they're going, especially with, Black men in general and the racism and stuff like that, he's just like, Mom, he's just so nonchalant about it. And I think it's because he's not been affected by it. Like he hasn't had an opportunity to experience it. Whereas I grew up with all of that. So I experienced it, maybe not firsthand per se, but I've experienced it with other people, been around people who experienced it. And I just live in that world where I was in the know and I just knew what was going on around me. And I just feel like the young people today, they don't care. All they want to do is play video games and hang out with their friends. They don't care about what's going on in the world. And so it's kind of sad, and it's kind of hard to me being a single mom too, to try to help him understand what's going on and get it through his head that this is serious, and this is something that is a cause that you should be concerned about, you should be passionate about, you know, helping others, helping yourself, knowing what's going on so that you never get in a situation where you have to go through this. So it's a really sad time, and I can't believe that this is all happening, especially with the COVID. And you know, it's just it's really sad.
I have a question. We all have sons. I'm the only one who doesn't have. It would behoove us more sort effort to educate our children on, because you know a lot in history we relied solely on the school systems, and we already know what that's about. It's very biased.
They don't teach it.
So do you that we and today, you know, it's different now than when we grew up. Like we didn't get homework packets, so we didn't know what to expect for the week. But now you expected to that would lead them to know. Do you think that we should take?
Well, I know me, like I told y'all, my son, anything really can kind of makes him, he's, what am I trying to say? He gets traumatic on certain stuff, but he has to see it. He has to learn it. He has to understand it. Like when I took him to the museum, he didn't want to go. Oh, but you're getting in this car and you're going to go. And the first two or three floors really from the bottom really hit him. He was like, what is that whip for? And then once you keep going, they show you what the whip is for. Then they show you what they do with the whip. He didn't like stuff like that. But I need him to understand. But again, like I told you, I don't want him to hate, because my son still goes to a majority white school. And his friends are probably half of them majority white, some are black, but I don't want him to hate. And the same, I made him go see with me Birth of a Nation, because they don't teach this in school. The reason why they don't teach it in school, because they don't want the kids to how we are now. They don't want that to happen in the schools. When I was growing up, they made us watch Roots.
Wow.
And when Roots was off, when it cut off, the whole classroom was quiet. Like, don't nobody say nothing. Like, because it really affected everybody.
Yeah.
But they don't teach that in school. I really never understood that.
Me neither. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly what my kids learned in school, but I tried to prepare them as much as I could when they were young. But they are very alert right now. I mean, I kind of shielded them a little bit, because you know you don't want your kids to go through what you went through or what your parents went through and all that kind of things. But they are very woke. They know what's going on.
Ladies, I have to go. I'm sorry. My family's starting to trickle in. So I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, enjoy your son's birthday.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, thank you, ladies. Yeah, I'm not sure if I answered your question because I didn't hear it all that well. But I do think that we need, as parents, we need to educate our children where the school system does fall short, and let them know that everybody ain't your friend. I told my kids when they were growing up, everybody is not your friend. But yet they still have a heart when it comes to things. You give people the benefit of the doubt. But if they keep showing themselves, you got to believe that in what you see. So, but with my middle son going into the police department, and he is actually going to be a police at one of a very predominant, I don't want to say predominant, prominent white college. It's predominantly white. And I don't know how they're going to react when a Black police officer comes up to him, but I think he can handle it pretty well because that's what he grew up around. I just got to continue to pray, and I don't know. My mind be going 100 miles per hour and then some.
I think one of the things that we need to really add to these conversations with this protest is the way that we need to instruct our kids and teach them the importance of voting. Voting is more than just the right that we've earned. It is our responsibility. And a lot of these things will change when we're sitting at the table, but that doesn't happen if we're not voting. One of the things that was ingrained in my children was that political platform because their dad worked in it. So they were exposed to it very early. They are very exposed to keeping up with the news and what's happening in the world. And so it actually surprises me, especially my son, who acts like the world doesn't touch him. But he is still keeping up what's going on in the world. So when he came in and he was able to tell me how many officers it was in this situation with George Floyd, and then to have a conversation with him about what do we do with this? It's okay to protest. I don't think it's okay to riot, but I can't tell people who are feeling that way that they're necessarily wrong because their experience is not mine. I was always, and even at 50 years old, my dad will still call and say, "Did you vote?" So the importance of the vote household and me being a little girl was always important. And I think not all parents are passing that down to their children, especially children in African American families. And I think it's important that we do that.
Mm-hmm. Great point. Great point.
Yeah, and take them down there when it's time for them. I couldn't wait to vote. Or my dad. And it was time for me to vote when I was of age. And take them down and understand, because it was way harder than just go up there, just fill out, you voted. Back way, like I saw a movie with Oprah Winfrey. She played, I can't remember what it was. They had to memorize it. And you didn't get it right, come back. You couldn't vote.
Yeah.
It was like it was like a speech or something. They had to memorize it.
Yeah, that was the movie about Martin Luther King. What was it called?
I forgot, but I was
it called Boycott?
I gotta go back and find it. But I remember I watched that movie. I said, man, if I had to go back and memorize that, oh my God! Do you know? That's how they didn't get out. But we can memorize all that. But she ended up learning it, for memorizing it, and she got it.
Awesome.
So if it's that easy now, you definitely need to get out there.
Definitely now. So if you are watching, make sure that you, if you have kids in your home who have reached the age to vote, make sure that they are registered. Make sure you take them to the polls to vote. Let our voices be heard. And we got to get this man out of office for sure. For sure. But I want to thank you guys for coming on the patio with me and joining me on Patio Conversations. Experience the Leap. I have taken up too much of your time, and I appreciate those who are watching via YouTube live and those who will watch later. Thank you so much. And remember, guys, to keep it smoky.
All right.
Bye, guys. Thank y'all.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye-bye.
Y'all.